Hi Aquarius, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ray. I apologize for disappearing in November. I was very sick, but I am back now. This is going to be your reading for December 2022. I want to switch up the format of these readings, so we're going to do general messages, like what's your overall vibe check for the month. Then we'll do a little bit of career and finance, and then we'll end with love messages. Your love messages are also going to be split into 3 categories. We'll start with Aquarius dealing with a past person, current connection, and then single Aquarius looking for new love or dealing with a new person. What are your messages for Aquarius December 2022? You start with the Four of Cups here. Some of you might be finding yourself very distracted in December. You might be having a hard time concentrating or focusing on one thing at a time. You might be having trouble keeping that feeling of motivation going. I'm feeling like a lot of you are doing a lot of thinking and diving into your subconscious right now, kind of thinking about where you are in life right now, where you want to go, if you want to do anything differently, reevaluating your relationships. I'm hearing for some of you, really asking yourself if these connections or situations are still serving you, if you're happy with where you are in life right now, how you can improve your situation if you're not. I'm also hearing some of you are feeling very withdrawn from social situations, especially if you're feeling burnt out right now. But you also have the Three of Cups here, okay? I feel like you do have a lot to celebrate, Aquarius, okay? Some of you need to start practicing gratitude, because with that Four of Cups there, we do have a progression here. We have the Three of Cups, and then we also have the Four of Cups. It almost feels like some of you are taking things for granted that might not necessarily be on purpose. It could be self-sabotage. But with this Three of Cups here, I feel like you do have a lot to appreciate in your life. You're a lot better off than other people. Some of you might be struggling with mental health issues right now, especially with that Four of Cups being about like questioning yourself. Some of you, I'm hearing, instead of withdrawing from social situations, you should actually be spending more time with your community, with your family, with your friends, going out there, putting yourself out there more, getting out with your friends and your squad. And that's going to help you improve your mental health, okay? Instead of isolating yourself, you should be talking to more people. You have the moon here. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces this month. This could also be your energy if you are on the cusp between Aquarius and Pisces. But again, with this deception card here, I'm feeling like some of you might be struggling with mental health issues this month, especially with this Four of Cups here. You might be questioning things in your life that you used to value or that you feel like are not worth your time or attention anymore. I'm hearing some of you are losing passion for the things that you used to care about. It just kind of feels like you've lost motivation. You've lost that inner drive for a lot of you. But with this moon energy card here again, I feel like a lot of you need to practice gratitude. Like practice counting your blessings, okay? Because I'm seeing a lot of self-deception here. I'm seeing a lot of insecurities popping up, like, oh, nothing I do or say will ever be good enough. Am I ever going to be happy? Yes, you have a lot to be happy about right now, Aquarius, and I feel like you're just in a mental state where you're having trouble seeing it. Can you clarify the moon for me, please? Clarifying the moon is the Ace of Wands. You are ready for a new beginning, Aquarius, and for some of you, the year is coming to a close. For some of you, you could be trying to reevaluate situations and people in your lives and ask yourselves, do I want to be in this same energy in 2023? You know what I mean? Like that could be why you're diving into your subconscious right now, thinking about improvements in your life that you want to make, goals that you want to focus on within the next year. But I'm also kind of hearing that through this reevaluation of like where you are right now, you're kind of having a breakthrough. It feels like clarity. It feels like that aha moment where you're kind of realizing what you can do to feel more positive. And again, for some of you with that Three of Cups here, this is just about spending more time with the people in your life and appreciating those connections more. It might involve putting yourself out there, putting yourself out of your comfort zone a little bit. But I feel like you really should not be isolating yourself in December, because that's only going to spiral you more. I'm hearing for some of you, you could be getting a lot of divine downloads in December, because I'm almost seeing this as like you diving into your subconscious and then coming up with new ideas. So for some of you, there are pluses that you're getting this December. If you've been doing a lot of brooding and thinking, if you're in a very introspective state, for some of you, that could be a good thing. You might be learning how to create something out of nothing, right? Getting a lot of divine downloads and listening to your intuition so that you can come up with new ideas, so that you can find passion for new hobbies, focus on new projects, or even make completely new connections for some of you, if you're deciding to get out there more with that Three of Cups. I'm also hearing that there's a lot of potential here with what you already have. And again, I'm hearing that message of like counting your blessings and practicing gratitude. I feel like with this Four of Cups here, there might be opportunities coming your way in December that you're unconsciously ignoring. Like you might not see the potential in some of these new opportunities or new ideas, but if you keep an open heart and an open mind, if you look at all of these things in a different way, from a different perspective, or try to see them from a different angle, you will see that there is potential there. You have the Judgment card here and the Queen of Wands. Male, female, take it how it resonates. If you are part of a business partnership right now, or you're thinking on going in on something together, some sort of investment with a person in your life, a family member, a friend, your partner if you have one, that kind of thing, you could be working with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But it kind of feels like with this Judgment card here, you're ready to reap what you sow in a good way. You know, karma isn't always about bad karma. Sometimes it's about manifestation. Sometimes it's about good karma. All the hard work that you've been putting in, I'm seeing it being returned to you with this Judgment card. And it feels like renewal. It feels like revival. Like you're finally getting the results that you want. You're starting to get what you deserve, Aquarius. And with this Queen of Wands here, it feels like this is something that you're very passionate about, whether it be a hobby or a new idea or a project that you've been working on for a long time. For some of you, it could be a completely new opportunity. I'm also kind of hearing with this Judgment card here that you might be reevaluating how to get to your goals, like creating and recreating a plan. You know, the difference between having a dream and having a goal is making a plan. And I'm seeing you doing like a lot of reevaluation in December in terms of how you want to get to your goals. I'm also seeing you doing, again, a lot of introspection, like I said before with that vibe check and that general energy for the month. Seeing you doing a lot of reflection about how far you've already come. You know, don't compare yourself to who you were yesterday, because nothing changes overnight, right, Aquarius? Think about everything that you've accomplished in the last year, and then you start to see the difference. Then you start to realize how much you've grown and how far you've come. We have the Ten of Pentacles here as well. This is a happy ending card, okay? Especially showing up in your career and finances, Aquarius. I feel like, again, with that Judgment card there, you're getting the Ten of Pentacles this month, okay? You're in a very abundant mindset. You're building your legacy. You're focused on wealth. For some of you, that could be literal, especially with this Queen of Wands here. If you're providing for your family or trying to contribute to your home life in some way. Again, with that Queen of Wands there, I keep hearing for some of you, you might be thinking of going into business with your current partner for some of you, or potentially making some sort of financial investment together. That's just a side message for some of you. But with this Judgment card here, again, it feels like the ending of a cycle. And you're ready to start a new cycle in the new year. What is your advice for Aquarius dealing with a past person in December 2022? Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. What are your messages for Aquariuses dealing with a past person in December 2022? with the Six of Swords here and the Four of Swords, we have two healing cards, okay? With this, pay attention to the red flags message here. I don't feel like this is reconciliation. It might be for some of you if you really think this person has changed, but for most of you, I feel like you know exactly what this person is about, Aquarius, and you're focused on your own healing right now. I'm not seeing you going back to this person or giving them a second chance, even if they do try to reach out. I'm seeing you focused on letting go of the past and recharging your batteries. This is a travel card, so for some of you this could have been a connection with some physical distance involved, but with this Four of Swords here, I feel like you're very focused on getting the rest that you need, especially if you found this connection very emotionally draining. You need to take the time and space to figure out what it is that you want right now. You have the Strength card here. Some of you could have been dealing with a Leo, but I am seeing you standing up for yourself when it comes to this person. Again, if this person tries to come back around and start more drama with you, for some of you that could be literal. This could potentially be popping off into a conflict. I'm not necessarily seeing you stooping to that person's level though. I feel like with this Strength card here, it's more like you're just standing your ground, you know, honor and dignity. You don't have to be as emotionally immature as this person is. With this red flags card here, the signs are cautioning you. I feel like you already know what this person is about, you know what I mean? Like, they've already shown you your true colors, and this is about you focusing on yourself and making that transition in your life so that you can step into your power. I do feel like you have enough strength to move through this healing phase. And you're going to come out of it even stronger on the other side because you can recognize those red flags now when you're looking for a new connection. You know now what to avoid. You know now what you want and what you don't want. And you're coming through as like a very powerful, fierce energy here. Because you're not going to settle for less, okay? You know what you deserve. What is your advice for Aquariuses dealing with a current connection in December 2022? Children. Your love life is being affected by children. What are your messages for Aquariuses dealing with a current connection in December 2022? You have the Justice card here. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra. With this Eight of Swords here and the Children card, this is a weird message that's coming through, so take it how it resonates. This is probably only for like one person. If you are in the middle of a toxic relationship right now, or you feel trapped in some sort of marriage, be careful when it comes to sex, okay? Because with this imagery here, I'm almost seeing like, just be careful, Aquarius, okay? Don't let anybody take one of these swords and poke a hole in that condom. But for most of you, I feel like this is just general stress and anxiety when it comes to your current connection. For some of you, there might literally be kids involved, some sort of baby mama or baby daddy drama going on, especially with this Justice card here being about marriage and also about divorce, you know, legal documentation being involved. If you're going through a divorce right now, there could be kids involved, and that might be making it very complicated. Or some of you who had like an accident or a surprise, I'm hearing you might be thinking about, oh, well, do I have to marry this person now? These are weird messages coming through, but somebody needs to hear them. But you also have the Ace of Swords here, so there is a new beginning on its way to you, Aquarius, and I feel like you're going to get the answers that you need right now. I feel like you're very confused when it comes to this connection with this Eight of Swords there, especially if you're in the middle of a rough patch where there's some sort of conflict going on. This could also just represent like childish energy, like somebody here is emotionally immature, or for some of you there could be an age gap involved. So it doesn't literally have to represent physical children. But I'm kind of feeling like you're going to reach clarity this month. You're going to figure out what you need to do about this situation, and it's going to feel like that aha moment, like a breakthrough. Can you clarify the Eight of Swords for me, please? Clarifying the Eight of Swords is the Queen of Cups. Masculine, feminine, take it how it resonates. But again, I'm hearing really weird messages coming through because with the imagery on this card, this Queen of Cups is like holding her stomach. If you have any weird suspicions about this sudden pregnancy, if that's your message, Aquarius, get a paternity test, okay? Because I'm seeing a lot of swords here. And this cocoon almost looks like a condom to me in my head. We even have a sword here on this Justice card in the middle there, and those weird wolves are giving me like sketchy vibes, how they're just kind of like staring at the person with their backs turned. We also have the Eight of Swords here and the Eight of Swords. Like, there's so much imagery to me here that suspects that there might be something sketchy going on when it comes to kids. If that's not your message, then don't worry about it, okay? Just ignore me. But it keeps popping up in my head. But for most of you, okay, I feel like if this is just a general rough patch in your current connection, whether there are kids involved or not, I feel like there's a lot of stress and anxiety involved here. And I feel like the two of you really just need to have a conversation, right? Really need to improve your communication issues with that Ace of Swords there so that you can get back on the same page. And with this Queen of Wands here, some of you could be dealing with a water sign, by the way, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Queen... Oh, sorry, did I say Queen of Wands? Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is about being compassionate, right? Being open-hearted. I would say use your intuition when it comes to this connection, okay? Because some of you, there might be self-sabotage involved on your part or the other person. But it kind of feels like this is a head over heart decision, you know? Like this person's intuition is telling them that they want one thing, and then their anxiety is telling them something completely different. I feel like there's just a lot of fear and self-doubt and insecurity issues involved in this connection, and that's what's kind of keeping the both of you from moving forward. That's what's getting in the way here. Okay, let's end it off with advice for single Aquariuses looking for new love or dealing with a new person in December 2022. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. What are your messages for single Aquarius looking for new love or dealing with a new person in December 2022? You have the Moon card here. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces. This could be your energy if you are an Aquarius Pisces cusper. This card also came up in your general energy, in your vibe check for December, Aquarius. Again, I feel like a lot of you are diving into your subconscious this month and trying to do a lot of introspection and reevaluation. And for some of you, this could be tied to that general energy if you are single. I feel like a lot of you are questioning yourselves and your relationships, even in terms of like past relationships, in terms of exes. Some of you might even be diving really like even deeper than that and thinking about your childhood, you know, like why do I keep attracting the same type of person? Why does it feel like I keep having the same relationship over and over again, even with different people? I feel like that's a part of yourself that you're exploring in December to try to... Did you hear that ding? I hope you did. That was confirmation that this message is for you. I feel like a lot of you are trying to reevaluate toxic patterns and toxic behaviors in your relationship so that you can improve that moving forward. You also have the Hanged Man here. Again, gender and sex are all fluid in the tarot, so take it how it resonates. I get this keep an open mind card a lot for singles, and it makes sense because especially if you feel like you're in this stagnant energy right now, like you've been dating, and nothing is sticking, right? Nobody is sticking around. Nobody is doing it for you, right? Or you keep getting yourself into messy situations. It feels like a lot of people are reevaluating their relationships right now and trying to raise their standards in terms of what kind of behavior will you accept from a person. You know, treat others the way you want to be treated also works in relationships. If you're able to take a step outside of the situation and look at it from like an objective third-party perspective, what works for me a lot, this is personal advice that some of you might find helpful when it comes to dating, is if my best friend was telling me that their partner said or did this to them, would I be okay with that? Because if as a best friend I would tell her to dump him, then that means that if I'm in the same situation and I'm being treated that way, I should also dump him. And with this keep an open mind card here, it kind of feels like the reason you keep, I'm not saying it's your fault, but the reason you keep attracting the same person or having the same relationship or getting the same results is because your type is not good for you. Okay, some of you need to change your type. And that's going to take a while. You know, dating people who you wouldn't normally date, experimenting a little bit more, getting out of your comfort zone, and keeping an open mind. You know, the person for you might be somebody very different than whoever you would normally go for, but you might find that this is the person that you needed. You have the Three of Swords here. I feel like I'm not necessarily seeing a new person coming your way in December, Aquarius, but with this Moon card and this Three of Swords here, I feel like a lot of you are just doing a lot of reevaluating your relationships right now, analyzing your past, trying to figure out what toxic behaviors or patterns you need to let go of in order to improve your relationships moving forward. And for some of you, that could be toxic traits of your own that you need to deal with. It's never too late to wake up and decide to be a better person. For some of you, it could just be about changing your type, especially if you're the one who's always getting burned here. And I feel like you're kind of diving deep into your subconscious with that Moon card energy and doing a lot of reevaluating of your past, especially if you're in the middle of a healing phase right now and there's still past energies that you might be holding on to or might be lingering in your energy field in some way, reevaluating that heartbreak, still pushing through the pain and dealing with the rejection. But also knowing that that doesn't diminish your worth as a person. Can you clarify the Moon for me, please? Clarifying the Moon is the Seven of Pentacles. I'm hearing that some of you need to start looking at your relationships as investments. Now, I don't mean like detaching yourself emotionally or like selling yourself or being only interested in people who have money. I mean in terms of investing your effort, investing your time. Is this a person that you want to invest your emotional well-being into? You know what I mean? Because relationships have to be sustainable, right? You start dating a new person and it's like you're planting a seed. You have to do some gardening with that person, with that relationship, so that it can grow into a tree and you can harvest things together as a couple. Does that make sense? Like, you have to start thinking about your relationships as investments. Is this person worth my time? Is this relationship going to be worth all the effort and the energy that I'm putting into it? Can you clarify the Three of Swords for me, please? Clarifying the Three of Swords is the Nine of Cups. Some of you just want to be single right now, honestly, especially if you're going through a healing phase or if you just recently separated from someone. Some of you with that keep an open mind message, you might just be looking for something more casual right now, something more physical, and I'm not going to judge you for that. You know, live your best life as long as everything's consensual and you're not hurting anybody or ruining any relationships. I say get after it, go for it. But again, with that message of thinking of relationships as investments, I'm kind of hearing a similar message with this pairing of cards here, because when it comes to the Nine of Cups is about emotional independence, right? And focusing on yourself and making your own emotional needs a priority so that you can do the inner healing work and so that you can raise your standards in terms of dating. Moving through the past pain so that you can get to a better future. So that you know now what you want and what you don't want. What kind of behaviors you will and will not accept from a person. So that you can become this powerful Nine of Cups energy. Okay, Aquarius, I feel like those were the messages that you needed to hear for December 2022. Comment down below if any of them resonate, and let me know if you like this new style of reading. You can hit that subscribe button, that helps me a lot. We are still a small channel, but we are growing every single day. I love and appreciate every single one of you for that, so thank you so much for supporting me. You can like this video, you can follow me on all my socials if you want to, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of those links will be in the description box below. And I'll see you in your next reading. Bye.